Hi there, I just want to do a little talk, and as you can see in this picture, I want to talk about couples. I want to talk about the fact that the internet and social media has created narcissistic personalities, that people that are so depressed, and very needy personalities. They've got to have their phone, and when couples get up in the morning, their first thing they'll be doing is looking at their phone. This is a fact. This is why people are speaking against this stuff, because it's actually separating people. And you've got people that are like taking pictures all day long of them and their boyfriends or girlfriends, but in their heads they don't give a monkey's about, they don't care about their partners. What they care about is the attention they're going to get on social media when they're seen with that person. It's actually sick. It's actually disgusting. And that's what this grid is doing. What it's doing is it's making people dependent on it because of the stimulus that this electronic force system operates at, and it activates a stimulus within us, and this becomes a habit. What does a drug do? It basically targets and operates a certain stimulus, and then it becomes a habit pattern. It's electronic addiction, and that's what this grid is doing. And that's true that people are, I laugh at these people when you see them on internet, and I'm thinking to myself, well, all the time you're spending taking selfies, that's less time that you're actually being intimate with each other. And why is the reason that anyone posts something on the internet? To get attention, including myself. I'm trying to raise awareness. It's still attention. Right? Can say it any way you want. It's for to the global awakening, but it's still a form of attention, and I'm aware of this. But the thing about these people is they're not aware of it. They're not aware of anything of ego-based stuff. Because I've had a spiritual awakening, I'm self-aware. When you have self-awareness, you can correct these things that are targeting the ego. When you're asleep, you don't notice it. And that's the idea. This smartphone and smart grid is to get you into your ego. So you're basically solely dependent on your smartphone and the smart grid. And so by 2030, they want everyone connected to artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence becomes the human mind. That's what happens. This has happened already. The human mind now is not people. It's smartphones. That's what the human mind is. It's already become artificial intelligence. So it's very easy for me to see where it's at already. And it's madness. And then we have the demand for faster internet. And faster internet means higher radiation. That's what faster internet provides, higher form of radiation. Our bodies can't deal with it, and this is what 5G is just the beginning, really. It'll get faster. The reason you need fast internet and faster internet is because the faster internet and the higher radiation helps the artificial intelligence work faster and develop faster. So that's why there's a big demand from the system regarding this technology for faster internet. But it's a kill grid because the faster the internet, then the higher the radiation, and the more lives that kills as well. So that's what the grid is. It's a smart kill grid. That's what it is, and it's a lot. And it's developing narcissistic personality. So what it's developing is not just killing you, but it's making people very unhappy. So if they don't get killed by the grid, they'll kill themselves. That's what it's developing. You're developing people that don't love their partners. They're just taking pictures with them for attention because they're interested in someone else on the internet. And then when they're with that someone else, they'll be interested in someone else after that because of their neediness and personality traits. And you can't really blame them. If someone is very narcissistic and needy and unhappy, they can't be loyal. To be loyal to someone, that means that you have to not want much outside of yourself. Right? That's how you become loyalty. Person that isn't happy within themselves will never be loyal. It's not possible because they're too external the way they look at everything. And so most of the world is like this. The only people that aren't is maybe ones that are more spiritual and awake. I've had a spiritual awakening or something like that, or done a lot of healing. But most of the world is like this. And it's because some people have awakened. Because the system is, like I say, it's terrified of us awakening. Look how sensitive we are with the smartphones. I don't have a smartphone. Look how sensitive people are to it. We are super sensitive. And that's why the system was wanting to control the sensitivity. If we were to work with the sensitivity as you do when you're spiritually awakening, you start to realize that infinite potential is within you. And you are, you can do anything, basically. And that's it. You can do anything you want, and you are infinite potential within you. And the real miracle is actually letting people know this and spreading this truth, letting people understand that the power is within them. That's it. And it's the same with healing. You can go to any external healer. You could come to me, but you're not going to develop like me if you're just coming to me all the time. Right? I had a spiritual awakening. You have to go within yourself. And also, if someone heals everything in your reality, that's another thing that's going to develop a needy personality thing within you. Is if someone else is responsible for your happiness, then that means you're always going to be needy. That's why we have to go within and heal ourselves and so that we prove to ourselves that we are enough. Because if we are not enough, then we're always chasing, and this is what brings unhappiness. That's what it does. And so that's why the real healing has to come from within you. So then when you're healed, you like this path of mine, for example, I've got this amazing love within me and feeling like I created this, and it's feeling like I am enough. That's the most beautiful way you can think about yourself. And because of that, I'm always given with this path. But if I was thinking that something else was the reason for my healing, then I would always be dependent on external things, and I wouldn't think that I'm enough. And that's a horrible way to see yourself. You see what I mean? So that's why the healing has to come from within you, and so we need to put the phones down and and focus on the needy hurt within us that is making us want to pick up our smartphones. And then you start to heal, and then you start to awaken. Because that is why you want to pick up your smartphone, because you're not currently happy enough with how you feel at this present moment. This is why I won't buy a smartphone. But anyway, if you're watching, you're meant to watch it. Everything falls to divine order and divine timing. Thank you for watching. Thank you.